today I'm going to be showing you how to avoid getting scammed in Royale High. Because now that trading is out, I feel like there are a lot of scams that people will try to do, so you need to make sure that you are careful so that you don't get scammed. And so first of all, you can see this thread over here, and so this person, Nara_Roblox, actually got scammed. Oh, okay, it was actually Cat's Chloe, that's like in this thread thing. I don't know how to describe it, but anyways, it says, I got scammed from my umbrella because I trusted this girl that she wanted to try it on and give it right back, but instead she tried it on and left with it, and I will never see my umbrella again. So she essentially let someone borrow her parasol, believing that they would give the item back straight after, but unfortunately the person scammed her. But Night Barbie happened to be online at the time, she saw this message, and so she took care of it and gave her her parasol back and took away the parasol from the other person, of course, which is great news. But yeah, make sure you don't let anyone borrow any of your items, even if they say, oh, I'm going to give it back straight after, totally, no matter who they are, because there is a chance you could get scammed. But anyways, if we come over to the next tweet of someone that almost got scammed, they didn't get scammed fortunately, but they almost did. And so if we come and click on this, you can see they offered a load of stuff, and so they didn't offer anything back. You can see how the risk it thing, and this is some pretty good advice. It says giving your valuable and favorite possessions to strangers, even friends, just to borrow means there's a high chance you can get scammed. And the other person did that and they got scammed, which shows that you shouldn't give items to people even if it's just to borrow it, because you probably won't get it back, okay? It's just really risky and it's not really worth it. And so yeah, the person that they were trading with was like, click yes and then trade me again for them to give, I think it was like a halo they were supposed to give, but why wouldn't they just put it at the same time? Like, that doesn't make sense as a trade at all, because you could put in infinite items into the trading box. There's no reason why you would have to trade at different times when you're trading inside of the Royale High menu. Like, there's literally no reason whatsoever. It makes zero sense. Even if it's like you want to try on something before you like go through with the trade, just both trade the items and then they can try it on, and then if they decide, oh, I don't actually like this, you can just undo the trade back all of the items. You shouldn't let people borrow stuff believing, oh yeah, they will just like try it on and then they'll see, and then if they like it then they'll trade me their stuff after, or if they don't like it then they'll just give it back, because they probably won't. Yeah, like this person said, it's possible that they scammed a lot of people before they tried to scam this person. You shouldn't do that. It's not good to scam, and yeah, make sure you're careful to not get scammed. But anyways, if we come over to this next tweet, this person didn't get scammed, fortunately, but they almost did get scammed. And so this person pretended to be someone else that had a halo and said that the halo was on an alt account. So he asked them to put the diamonds for the trade on this account because it'd be easier, and then they unfriended her after. And so essentially what they mean is that this person, they say, oh yeah, I won the mermaid halo on an alt account, right? And the alt account isn't level 75, so I can't actually trade you the mermaid halo yet. But this account, my main account, is level 75, so you give me the diamonds now, and as soon as I level up my alt account to level 75, I will go and totally trade you the mermaid halo. Except chances are they wouldn't trade you the mermaid halo or any halo. Yeah, like this person said, they unfriended her after. That's probably what they would do. They would just leave the game and unfriend and then block you on Roblox. So yeah, make sure you do not do trades and parts. If this was like an actual sort of scenario, like they actually did have a halo on an alt account, what I would do is I would friend them and then not give anything until the person has aged up that account to level 75, and then you trade with the account that has the halo on it, and then you trade at the same time, if that makes sense. So you wouldn't trade anything before the other person's traded something. You would just delay the trade while you're waiting for them to get to level 75. But anyways, if we come over to this next tweet, okay, so this person didn't get scammed, I don't think. But basically this person, L_UNAX and Blushy Cloud, made some trading tips. So if we go through this, oh, it was made by Luna.exe as well. Okay, here we go. So let's go through these trading tips. Don't do anything against the terms of service of the game, because if you get scammed, the developers cannot do anything to help you as it is your fault. So don't trade items in Royale High for Robux or for real life money. I'm not sure if it's against the terms of service to trade for items in other games, so like trading Royale High items for Adopt Me items, but it's still kind of risky, and the Royale High team still wouldn't be able to help you because they don't have the data logs of Adopt Me, they only have the data logs of Royale High. Avoid out of game trading unless there's a good reason. I just wouldn't do it at all, to be honest, because there is a chance you could get scammed from it. Someone saying, oh yeah, I'll give you the items after, and then they don't actually give you the items. So with this one, I would just avoid it completely because it's not worth risking getting scammed, you know. Okay, so we looked at the rest of the tips, and they're all how to get really good trades in Royale High, which is something I'll be making a video about later, so I don't really want to show that now. But anyways, here there is a report form that was made by Launcelot and Bethy VA. And so if you come and look at this, you can see it says, oh yeah, by the way, I'll look at the description of this video in case any of you have anything to report. And so it says, welcome to the official Royale High report form. If you've had an issue that involves scamming, exploiting, or bugs, please fill out this form to the best of your ability. Important, if you're caught either falsifying evidence or lying, you run the risk of facing consequences and potentially getting banned from Royale High if it's like a massive lie and you're like trying to get free Halo from the Royale High developers or something. Do remember, they can see every data log of every trade you've made on Royale High, so you definitely shouldn't lie saying something like, oh, someone scammed me for my mermaid Halo, and then they go and look and then they see, oh, you traded your mermaid Halo for 500,000 diamonds. That doesn't quite seem right. You know, it would be quite obvious then to them that it was a lie, and then you could get in trouble for it. Anyways, here we go. Please include as much information and / or proof of the situation as possible. Evidence greatly helps the developers and speeds up the process immensely. Here are a few tips to keep you and your items safe. Never trust trade. Trust trades are when you give somebody something for free and you trust them to either give you something back or return your original item. Your trust trades are not good, okay? Like letting people borrow something believing they're going to give it back. Chances are they won't give it back, okay? It's not worth it. 2, never let anyone borrow items. If they ask to borrow your items, say no. It's just kind of similar to trust trading, really. 3, double check your trades and make sure you're happy with them. 4, never trade for anything outside of Royale High, because then if you were to get scammed or something, the Royale High team can't really help you. 5, never share your account details with anyone, not even your closest friends, because that's against the Roblox terms of service. So yeah, you shouldn't do that one. Then if you scroll down, it says, what are you reporting? Scamming, exploiting, or bugs? Best method of contact, for example, Twitter at LauncelotLine2. So if you have a Twitter account, you put it there. If you have an Instagram, you could put that there. Facebook, I don't think anyone in our high team has that, but if that's the only social media you have, I guess put it there. What other social medias are there? There's Discord. I think Discord would be very good, but if Discord is your best method of contact, then you could put that there. If you don't have anything other than your Roblox account, then I guess you could just put Roblox at whatever and then send a friend request to Launcelot92. That obviously wouldn't be very good at all though, because in Roblox chat things get tagged, which wouldn't be the best. But anyways, if we scroll down, your username, so that you would put in your Roblox username, and then their username, the scammer / exploiter. Obviously if it's a bug you wouldn't put their username, and then you would put the date of when this happened. If you can't remember the exact date that it happened, don't worry, there's something you can use later for that, but you do still have to fill it in. But anyways, over here you would put in what happened. Keep it short, focus on the problems, so you make it clear as to what exactly happened. If you got scammed, you explain how exactly you got scammed, and then next there is proof, e.g. screenshot / screen recording. Whenever I'm making trades, I almost always either screenshot or screen record it in order to ensure that if something happens, I can always just go and report it. It'll be really simple too. So yeah, make sure you guys also do the same, because you never know, it could come in handy at some point. And then over here at the bottom there is extra comment, and so yeah, if you didn't know the date that the thing happened, then you could just put it over here. You could just be like, I don't know the date, but it's somewhere around this time or somewhere between this and this. Obviously though, it'd be really good if you did know the exact date. It would be a lot better and it would help you to get your items back faster. Something else that you may have heard of that the Royale High team did in order to make sure that there wasn't any scamming in trading is this notification notification that's came up for some people. This is from Just Emma. As you can see, it says, notification, exploitative activity has been found on your account. Your trading privileges have been revoked. And so don't worry, Just Emma was found to have not actually had any exploitative activity, so they got their trading privileges put back on, which is why I'm showing this. Otherwise I wouldn't say the username because they may want to like keep it private, you know. Basically this comes up for anyone who has used exploits or scripts or anything like that in order to get free stuff. So for example, I heard from someone that there's this script that apparently like teleports diamonds onto you, and so if the Royale High team looked onto your account and then they saw, oh, you gained like 3,000 diamonds in 2 seconds, they're probably gonna think something's a little bit suspicious, and then you could do an investigation onto your account, and then if they see it seems to be exploits, then this could come up, and then you won't be able to go to the trading realm and you won't be able to make trades. So I've heard this coming up from some people who apparently didn't use exploits. For example, Just Emma, she got her trading privileges put back. But I think there is another thing that could potentially cause your trading privileges to be revoked, which is if you know someone that is exploiting, but you don't say anything about it, you have ways to stop them, you know. You are able to tell one of the Royale High devs or something, be like, choose not to. Or maybe you tell people about this exploiter person, which would cause people to use their exploits, which makes you guilty by association, because you're basically allowing this to happen, which is almost as bad as doing the exploit yourself. So that's another thing which would cause your trading privileges to get revoked. So yeah, make sure you don't use exploits. I don't know why you would. And if you do see anyone that appears to be exploiting, do make sure that you report it. If you have any way to, you can use the report form, and I'm also pretty sure that D-Dog's DMs are open, so you could always report that to him and then he could help sort it. But yeah, that is how you avoid getting scammed in Royale High. Make sure you all are careful when you're trading, because there are scammers out there who will try to use you to get free stuff, which isn't very nice. So yeah, make sure you are very, very careful when you're making trades. Make sure you follow all of the tips that were given by the Royale High team and the ones that we saw from other people, because it could save you a lot of diamonds and slash or accessories that are valuable to you. But anyways, that is the end of the video. Make sure you ring the bell to be notified, you like and subscribe, and thanks for watching, and it's enjoy.